Money Lock is a new security feature that lets you block your savings from digital transactions and making them accessible only through in-person withdrawals at ATMs and bank branches. And with over $385 million being scammed away in the first half of 2024 alone, Money Lock is an important feature, especially when some victims are so prone to getting scammed, even when everyone tells them it's an obvious scam. Basically, Money Lock be like, you can't be scammed if you don't allow yourself to be scammed. That's why in this video, I will go through all the Money Lock accounts to find out which is the best one to use, how to use them, as well as what are some alternatives to Money Lock accounts. But before I start, do join my 10,000 members Telegram chat group to discuss or ask any questions that you might have. Alright, here we have all the 6 banks that are offering Money Lock. Let's go through them. First, we have DBS. Instead of calling it Money Lock, DBS wants to be atas a bit and calls it digiVault. But it's the same thing lah. At DBS, you are able to use the Money Lock feature on your existing savings accounts as well as a separate Money Lock account. Though, because the separate account is essentially just a My account with a Money Lock, the interest that you can earn on these accounts will just be a sibei tiny 0.05% interest. In that case, if you want to earn a higher interest on your lock savings, it's better to use the Money Lock feature on DBS Multiplier instead, where you'll be able to earn at least 1.8% interest when you credit your salary and charge your spending to a DBS card. To lock your savings, all you need to do is open up your digibank mobile app, tap on your savings account, tap Lock with digiVault, enter in the amount, submit, and you are done. So simple. Otherwise, if you wish to set up a separate Money Lock account, you will need to tap on the More tab, select digiVault, then transfer in your funds. As for unlocking your funds, if you are in Singapore, you can just head over to any DBS or POSB ATMs, virtual teller machines, or branch teller machines in Singapore. Then use your ATM or debit card for verification. Though, if you are using a separate Money Lock account, you will only be able to unlock your funds between 8 AM and 8 PM daily. But if you are overseas, you won't be able to physically unlock your funds. Instead, you will need to call the DBS hotline for assistance. Or if you are DBS Treasures private client, or DBS private bank client, you can also contact your relationship managers for assistance. Next up, we have UOB. Similar to DBS, UOB also offers the Money Lock feature on both your existing savings accounts as well as a separate Money Lock account called UOB LockAway account. As for the interest, the separate Money Lock account offers anywhere between 0.05% all the way to an effective interest rate of 2.448% on your first 125k, which is not too bad. But if you want to earn a higher interest, it's better to just use the UOB One account, which lets you earn a minimum of 3% interest when you can spend a minimum of $500 on an eligible UOB card and credit a minimum salary of 1.6k into the account every month. To lock your money, all you need to do is open up your DBS Tomorrow app, tap on Services, Money Lock, set Money Lock amount, choose an eligible account, set the amount that you want to lock, submit, and you are done. If you are using UOB Internet Banking, you can also lock your funds by following the same steps. Otherwise, if you wish to use the separate Money Lock account, you can apply for it instantly online or via the UOB Tomorrow app. Then transfer the money over to your UOB LockAway account to lock them up. After that, to unlock your funds, you will need to head over to any UOB ATMs in Singapore. But if you are overseas, too bad, there's no way to unlock your funds overseas. Next, for OCBC, you are only able to lock your funds in your existing savings accounts. So obviously, the best accounts to use would be the OCBC 360 accounts, as these accounts lets you earn a rather good 3.8% interest when you can credit 1.8k salary, increase your average daily balance by $500, and spend at least $500 on selected OCBC cards every month. To lock your funds, just open up your OCBC app or internet banking, tap on the accounts that you want to lock, tap on Money Lock, lock your funds, enter the amounts that you want, and you are done. Then, to unlock your funds, you will need to head over to any OCBC ATMs, service kiosks, or branches and bring along one of your OCBC cards for verification. Otherwise, if you are overseas, you can submit an unlock request via the secured mailbox in the OCBC app or internet banking, and OCBC will then reply to you within 4 working days. Quick pause. If you are looking for the cheapest broker to start your investing journey, check out Interactive Brokers. It has the lowest fees for stocks, ETFs, options, and more. Not just that, interactive brokers lets you easily research stocks. Like, you want to check out companies' financials? Here it is. You want to check out analyst ratings? Here's a bunch of them. It even has free technical insights which tells you where the stock might possibly go next. So sign up to interactive brokers today, and let's get back to the video. Next, Maybank also lets you lock your funds in your existing accounts. Maybank's highest interest savings accounts is called Maybank Save Up. And unless you are already using a number of Maybank's products, you won't be getting a high interest. In this case, if you can fulfill their salary crediting and credit card spending criteria, you will only earn a small 1.25% interest, which ain't much, but it's honest work. Maybank's Money Lock feature is available on both their online banking as well as mobile app. So all you need to do is search for the Money Lock button, enter the amount that you want to lock, click proceed, and you are done. After that, you can go to selected Maybank ATMs and branches to unlock your funds. Though, just take note that the number of places that let you unlock your funds are quite few. So unless you live close to one of them, it will be super mafan to unlock your funds. And if you're overseas, unfortunately, you won't be able to unlock your funds. Next, HSBC also launched their Money Lock feature not too long ago. And while they don't have a separate account for you to lock your funds, you can just lock your funds in one of the existing savings accounts. In that case, the HSBC Everyday Global Accounts is a fantastic account that frequently offers promotional interest rates on your incremental balance. For example, HSBC EGA is offering a 2.7% interest rate when you join the promotion, as well as an additional 1% when you qualify for the Everyday Plus Rewards program, which is to simply deposit at least 2K and make at least 5 eligible transactions. To lock your funds, you will need to log into the HSBC app, tap on Products and Services, select Money Lock, select the accounts that you want to secure, enter the amounts, and you are done. As for unlocking, if you are in Singapore, you will need to visit a HSBC Singapore branch and provide your physical NRIC or FIN or passport to unlock, which is super inconvenient as there's only 7 HSBC branches in Singapore and they do not open 24/7. And if you're overseas, you will need to contact your relationship manager, call the hotline, or check with HSBC to make an unlock request. Last but not least, you have Standard Chartered. Similarly, StanChart only offers the Money Lock feature on your existing savings accounts. In that case, the StanChart account that's currently offering the highest interest is StanChart Bonus Saver Accounts. As of January 2025, if you can only fulfill the salary crediting and credit card spend criteria, you will earn a 2.05% interest, which again is very little. However, their sign-up rewards are actually pretty good. To lock your money, you will need to log in to the Standard Chartered mobile app, select the accounts that you want, tap on Money Lock, then indicate the amount that you want to lock. As for unlocking your funds, if you are in Singapore, you need to verify your identity in person at any Standard Chartered Singapore branch, which is quite inconvenient as there's only a number of Standard Chartered branches in Singapore. Then, if you're overseas, you won't be able to unlock your money. So to summarize, if you want a Money Lock account that is convenient to unlock and offers a high interest rate, you can go with either UOB or OCBC, as both of them offer 3+% interest when you can fulfill their criteria and lets you easily unlock your funds at ATMs across Singapore. Though, just take note that UOB has no overseas option for you to unlock your funds. But I guess if you want a bank that makes it inconvenient for you to unlock your funds, which is probably a good thing for some people, you can either go with HSBC or Standard Chartered as they require you to unlock at one of their very limited branches that don't open 24/7. However, with that being said, I also feel that those people who will or are already using the Money Lock feature are probably more or less aware of the scams, and this Money Lock feature will just bring inconvenience to them. But at the same time, they may also want some way to sort of lock up their funds while getting a decently high interest. In that case, here are some alternatives that you can check out. First, probably the most suggested method to lock up your funds is Singapore Savings Bond. It not only lets you lock up your funds, but also lets you lock in the interest for up to 10 years. And right now, the 10-year average SSBU is around 2.82%. Both locking and unlocking can be totally done online, so that's super convenient. Though, the downside of SSB is that you will need to wait for up to 1 month to get back your money. Because of this, even if scammers have access to your account, they won't be able to easily steal your funds. However, if you want the flexibility to easily get back your funds, yet make your funds a little harder to access, one other way is to park them in cash management accounts. These accounts will then take the money and invest them into low-risk money market funds and bond funds. Take note, the keyword here is low risk, not no risk. So when times are bad, there's still a chance of losing your money. Right now, most of these accounts are offering around 3% yield, with the highest being Endowus Cash Smart Ultra, which has a projected yield of up to 4%. However, if you do decide to go for the higher yielding ones, you will need to keep your funds in there longer to reduce the volatility risk. Though, the one exception here is Chocolate Finance, which is running a top-up program and will top up your returns to meet the 3.6% on the first 20k and 3.2% on the next 30k. Depending on which option you go for, you are able to withdraw your funds anywhere from instantly all the way to 5 business days. Personally, I have some funds parked in both Wise Interest and Chocolate Finance, as they both allow me to withdraw up to 17k and 20k instantly. For more details about cash management accounts, you can check out this video here. Alright, here are my thoughts. While money lock is good to reduce the chances of your money being scammed away, it's definitely not the perfect solution, as you'll be sacrificing convenience and possibly even interest. Those who are most at risk probably won't even bother to use the service nor listen to the warnings from others. For them, probably the best way is by educating themselves on the dangers out there. Nevertheless, this is a step in the right direction to help reduce the amounts of scams that we face in Singapore. Anyway, that's all for this video. Hope you found it useful. Like, share and subscribe, as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.